Good afternoon, everyone. Guys, I hope I'm audible to everyone, right? If you can quickly reply me whether I'm audible or not. Reply me whether I'm audible or not. All right. It looks like everything is fine, right? So let's quickly start with the session. Uh, Good afternoon once again to each one of you. So as usual, guys, we are coming back, with the new session of DI practice, right? We all know that DI is very important, for the QT section and CLAT exam. So that's why we are coming up almost every day, to help you out with the different kind of sets of data interpretation, so that you get, ready for the exam as well. All right. So we always, try in every, session we try to cover two sets of DI. So let's start with the first set of the day, right? The first set of the day is based on the line graph, right? I hope we all know the basics of the line graph, right? So here, let me show you that what this line graph is saying. They are saying that the following line graph provides the data related to the number of SIM cards sold by three companies, Idea, Reliance and Vodafone, during the given 6 months by a mobile store. Okay. Let's see it again. The line chart provides the data related to the number of SIM cards sold by three companies, Idea, Voda and Reliance. Okay, so this is Idea, Voda and Reliance. Idea is represented by a rhombus, means this is Idea. You can see that, right? This line represents Idea. Vodafone is by square, so this line represents the Vodafone. You can say that, right? And the last triangle is Reliance. Okay, so this line represents the we'll say what the SIM card sold by the Reliance company. All right, so this is we have here. All right. Uh, okay, Gautam, thank you so much. Hope I'm audible to each one of you, right? And yes, let's go with the set. Okay, so this is the data given to us right now. We have 5 questions on the basis of this, guys. I just wanted if you can try those sets, isn't it? If you would you like to try? I can see a few students. Would you like to try first, Gautam and Karuna? Karuna's kitchen, right? Would you like to try these questions or not? All right. I want you guys to try that question number 1. I hope all of you are trying it. Take a screenshot of this chart, right, line chart, and just try to solve this question number 1 quickly. Easy question, guys. So I'm assuming a lot of answers as well. Okay, guys. You can take 1 minute to solve this. All right, 1 minute will be enough. Good afternoon, Sojan. Sojan, I just given a set to to attempt to you guys. Thank you so much, Sojan. Alright guys, maybe I should solve. I'm not getting any answer so far. Oh, okay, Devang. If you are saying we will do that, okay. Thank you, Devang. Guys, anyone else wants me to, cover anything else? You can always write it, right? You can write it freely. Don't worry. You can write in the live chat, or maybe after the classes, you can write in the comment box as well if you want me to, cover anything. All right. Okay, guys, I think I need to solve this, right? I know you can do that. If I give you some more time, you will be giving me the answer, right? But yes, we have to cover, 10 questions at least for the day. So that's why I want to solve now. Okay, the question says the number of Idea SIM cards sold in the months of September and November is what percentage of the number of Reliance SIMs sold in the month of July and December? All right. Okay. So let's do it one by one. First, you're saying the number of Idea SIM, right? Sold in which months? In September and November. All right, in September and November. They're saying this is what percentage of, this is what percentage of the Reliance SIM, all right, the Reliance SIM sold in the month of July and December, right? Sold in the month of July and December. So this is what we have, all right? Okay, so let's look at this Idea September and November, right? So the line of Idea is rhombus, right? So they're asking about Idea sold in September and November, right? So let's see that where is September and November. This is Idea, all right, and September month is here, so this is 12. You can say that, right? And November we'll say what? This is going here, so you'll say 11, right? So 12 and 11. We can say this has to be 12 and 11, right? Okay, simple. 12 in September, 11 in November. Okay, let me read the chat. Okay, Aryan. Okay, sure. I will look for it, right? Ratio proportion भी देखता हूँ मैं, ठीक है. I was looking for some ratio proportion videos on your channel. Okay, okay. Done, Aryan. We'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead. So, second thing they're asking the number of SIM cards sold of Reliance in July and December, right? Reliance in July and December. All right. First thing first, Reliance is triangle, right? And they're asking months, July and December, right? So July is here, Reliance is triangle, it gives you 4, right? And December is here, and it gives us how much? It gives us 12, all right. So 4 and 12, okay guys? It should be 4 and 12, okay. Fine. So let's write 4 and 12 here. That's it. Now let's deal with the actual calculation, right? So Idea in September and November is how much in all? 12 plus 11 is 23, right? Reliance in July and December is what? 4 plus 12 is 16. So we just need to find in the end that 23 is what percentage of 16, right? That's the last thing which you have to do. Look at the options: 143, 156, 140, 152. Except this, other three options are very close, right? All of them are close to 140 approx. So what shall we do here? See guys, first, see either you can do into 100, right? That is one of the choice you always have. You can do into 100 anytime. But if we try to avoid into 100, then what would happen? See, we can say this as 24 minus 1 upon 16, okay? Why am I doing this? I'll let you know very soon, okay? 24 minus 1 by 16. Then I will say this is 24 by 16 and then minus 1 by 16, right? Okay, 24 by 16 we can say is 3 by 2, all right? 1 by 16, let's write 1 by 16 for now. Now we can say 3 by 2 is 150 percentage, isn't it guys? Why? Because 1 by 2 is 50%, so 3 by 2 has to be 150 percentage, right? See guys, if you do not know, about the conversion of fraction, then you can watch one of my videos in the same channel. I've, created a video in very detailed manner that how do we convert, the certain fraction into the percentages, right? And that's very important session. You have to watch it, right? Okay, so 3 by 2 is 150 percentage minus 1 by 16. 1 by 16 you can say is half of 1 by 8. 1 by 8 you can say is half of 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is 25%. So 1 by 8 is 12.5. So 1 by 16 is 12.5, half is 6.25, right? So 150% minus 6.25% will give us 143.75 percentage, right? So this is how we can do that. All right, simple. and this will give us option number A as the answer. Alright, so this is how we do this. I hope this is clear to all of you, right? I'm sure it must be not as difficult. Alright, I believe we can go further, right? And you can try another question, right? Question number 2. All of you just look at this question once, right? And try to solve it. I'll give you 1 minute for this, right? 1 minute will be enough. Alright guys, try to solve it. You have 1 minute. Guys, no answer so far. Should I solve or you're still trying it? Alright guys, it's not that difficult. I was expecting a lot of answers, you know. Okay guys, the question says, what is the average number of Vodafone SIMs sold by the mobile store in all the 6 months? We need to find the average, you know, of the number of mobile phones sold of Vodafone, right? Okay, so how can we do that? See, this is question number 2 about Vodafone. Vodafone is represented with the square, right? You can see that. So look at the number of mobile phones sold by the, you know, SIM by the company which is represented by square. means this, right? This, and this. So I'm sure we all know how do we find the averages? Average is what? Sum of all the numbers divided by, the number of numbers. Simple. So let's do it here itself, right, guys? So look at the Vodafone. This one is, you see, 7, right? In the month of July, the SIMs sold by Voda are 7. In August, the SIMs sold are only 2, right? In September, the SIMs sold are again 10. That's good. 7, 2, and 10. All right. Then in October, it's between 4 and 5. 4 and 6 means 5, right? And in the month of November, it is how much? 13. All right, it is 13. And in the last month, December, it is only 1. Okay. So these are the total number of, SIMs sold by Voda in all the 6 months. Now we have to find the averages. So sum divided by the number of months, right? Let's see what this sum is. Very simple. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10, 10, 20. 20 and 18 is 38, right? 38. So 38 by 6, right, guys? Okay, 38 by 6 has to be 6 point something. Let's see the options. So it has to be 38 by 6, right? Okay, guys, if you look at this, following chart, this is this, sold by 3 companies, doing this is this, months. Okay, if you remember, they had already given in the beginning that SIMs are in 1,000, isn't it? That is something we knew from the beginning, right? That SIMs number are in 1,000. So it's not 38, it's actually 38,000, right? We can say what? It's not 38, we can say it's 38,000. That's it, 38,000 divided by 6, right? Which you can also say as, 19,000 divided by 3, okay? And then dividing by 3 will give us how much? It will be 6 and then 1 0, right? 3 again, and then 1 0, 3 again, and then 1 0, 3 again. So 6,333 approximately. So we will say that option B is the best option which we have, right? So option B has to be the best one. I hope this is clear. And guys, I expected that you will, write the answer. It wasn't that difficult, isn't it? It wasn't that difficult. It's all right. Let's move to the next problem. Anyone, if you have any doubt with question 2, you can write in the chat, okay? Otherwise, please solve question number 3 now, okay? Question 3, let's take, 2 minutes will be, I think more than enough. 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, that's it. It shouldn't take more than that. Either 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. Let's see how many of you write the answer to me. All of you who are watching, Ayush, Aryan, Devang, Saujanya, try to solve it once, right? Not that difficult. They're saying the mobile store sells 2 type of Reliance SIM cards, 4G and 3G with the ratio of 2:3. Then what is the number of Reliance 4G SIM cards sold in the months of August, October and December together? See, this has ratio as well. Arun, you were talking about the ratio, right? So this has something to do with the ratio, this question. Okay, let me help you. I can also write, all the total number of Reliance SIMs sold in all these 3 months, right? August, October and December. Alright guys, I have written all these numbers now, right? I made some job for you, I did some job for you, right? Now let's see how many of you give me the right answer. There's no answer. Maybe I need to solve this. It's okay. Okay, so what they are saying that if the mobile store sells two type of Reliance SIM, 4G and 3G in the ratio of 2:3, right? Then what is the number of Reliance 4G SIM cards sold in the months of August, October and December, right? In the months of August, October and December. This is what they are asking. Alright, so how can we do that? Guys, there can be, few ways of doing this question. Either you can do what, या तो guys आप ऐसा कर सकते हो कि हर एक month का आप 4G सिम का नंबर निकालो और उसको ऐड कर दो, right? Either you can do that, you can find the number of 4G sim of each month among the given 3 months and add them. और you can do one more thing, या आप एक और काम कर सकते हो कि तीनों months का sum करके एक बार में लिख लो और फिर उसका 4G सिम का रेशियो की हेल्प से 4G सिम का नंबर निकाल लो, right? Then also we can get the same answer. What did I say? The second method can be either you or you do one thing, find the total SIMs sold of Reliance in these 3 months and then find the number of 4G and 3G SIMs with the help of the given ratio, right? So there are two ways. Either you do, individual month wise, or you can take all the sum of the SIMs in 3 months and then you can do that, right? Obviously, doing it for individual months will be, time taking, right? It will take some time. So it's better to do it taking it together, right? इसको एक साथ ही कर लेंगे तो हमारा टाइम बहुत बचेगा, okay? So what we can say, what is the total SIMs sold in these 3 months? That we can say 9, 10, 12, 22 plus 9 is 31, right? We'll say total SIMs sold are 31,000 in fact, because the SIMs are given in 1000, remember? In the line graph it was given in the beginning. Now 4G and 3G are being sold in the ratio of 2:3, right? And we need to find the 4G SIMs. Very simple. So 4G SIMs will be how many? Reliance 4G. See, 4G is 2 and the ratio is 2:3. So you can say the proportion of 4G SIM must be 2/5, simple, right? Into the total SIM sold of Reliance in these 3 months, 31,000, that's it. So 2/5 into 31,000, now 31,000 by 5 should be how much? We'll say what? There should be 6 and then 2 and 00, right? And total must be 12400, that's it. So this is how we can get the answer, and it has to be option number B in the end, right guys? Simple. Yes, Awad. Awad, hopefully this is clear to you. Awad Prajapati. Alright, so that was question number 3 we had. Now let's move to question number 4. Alright. Question number 4, guys, let me do this for you, okay? Let me just do this for you. Question number 4 says what? It says that what is the difference between the total number of Voda SIM cards sold in the first 3 months and the total number of Idea SIM cards sold in the next 3 months? Easy question, in fact, right? In the first 3 months, we have to find the Voda SIM cards sold. In the last 3 months, we have to find the Idea SIM cards sold, and then we have to find the difference of them, right? Okay, let's go to the first table in the beginning, right? Okay, first 3 months Voda, last 3 months it was, I believe, Idea, right? First 3 months Voda, last 3 months Idea, yes. Okay, so first 3 months Voda, let's write this here only, okay? यहीं पे लिख लेते हैं इसको. First 3 months Voda represented by that rhombus, right? So rhombus is here 10, then 14, and then 12, right? 10, 14, and 12. Oh, I think that was Idea, right? Okay, I did it wrong. Voda is represented by the square. Sorry, guys. So square is here is 7, and then 2, and then 10, right? 7, 2, and 10. So this is Voda, all right? Now, what about the Idea in the last 3 months? Idea means rhombus in the last 3 months. So here it is 11, all right? Then 11, and then 8, all right? 11, 11, and 8. Okay, so let's quickly find the sum and then the difference. This sum is how much? 19, simple, and this sum is how much? 30, all right? So the difference is 11 and the data is in 1000, so it has to be 11,000 in the end, right? 11,000, that means option number D has to be the right answer. Hope that's understood to each of you. 11,000. Easy question, guys, right? Pretty easy question. Alright, similarly we have one last question of that set, right? Let's see what this says. Question number 5 is that number of Voda SIM cards sold is what percent is less than the Idea sold in all the given 6 months. Okay, we need to find that Voda is how much less than Idea SIM cards sold in all the 6 months. So Voda is the final value, right? Vodafone SIM is the final value and Idea is the initial value, right? This is what we have. Voda is the final value and Idea is the initial value. Let's see how we can do that, right, guys? Okay, so luckily we have already found the data of the first 3 months of the Voda and the data of the last 3 months of the Idea. So let's just add in this only, right? Why do we draw something else, right? Okay, so Voda first 3 months we already have, that is 7, 2, and 10, right? Voda is a square. Okay, 7, 2, and 10. The next 3 months are, we'll say 5, 13, 5, 13, and 1, okay? 5, 13, and 1. In fact, we have found, you remember, the average of the Voda as well. There also we had found the sum of the Voda, if you remember, right? That was question number 2, so, average of the Voda. There also we have got the sum of the Voda was 38,000, right? Let's see, is it 38,000 or not? So 19 plus 1, 20, 20 and 18 is 38. Yes, it has to be, right? It has to be 38,000. Now similarly, let's work on Idea, right? Ideas last 3 months we already know 11, 11, and 8, right? We only have to check the first 3 months sale of Idea, right? Okay, so where is Idea? Idea represented by this rhombus. Rhombus is here. So 10, 14, and 12 is the first 3 months. 10, 14, and 12, all right? So 10 plus 14 plus 12, and the last 3 months are 11, 11, and 8. That gives you how much? So this is 30, and 30, and this is 36, right? 30 and 36 gives you 66, right? Or you can say 66,000 here, right? So question number 4, let's do it now. It's only about the percentages. So Idea is 66,000, we just saw, right? And Voda is 38,000. So in the end, we have to find that the total SIM sold by Voda is how many percent is less than the total SIM sold by Idea, right? Okay, so finally we have to do the percentage change or percentage decrease in the end. So guys, I told you, before also, whenever we have to do the percentage change or percentage decrease, what we do, we can cancel the common terms, right? We can always cancel the common terms. For example, all the 3 zeros will be cancelled, right? Then we can say we have 66 and 38, and both are divisible by 2. So this will left 33 and this will left 19 only, right? 38 by 2 is 19, 66 by 2 is 33. Okay, so that is the last step of this question, you can say that. Now the overall decrease is how much? The overall decrease is 14, right? But the question is about the percentage decrease, right? So percentage decrease is how much? See, the decrease is 14 and initial value is 33. Alright guys, the initial value is 33. So we just have to find that 14 is what percentage of 33, okay? That's the last thing of this question, we can say that. Okay, now what shall we do? I think, 1 by 33, you can say 3.33 percentage, right? But 14 to 3 by 33 is same, right? See, 1 by 33, we can say it's 3.33 percentage, or approximately 3 percentage in fact. Or let's do one thing, let's not think much, just multiply this by 100, okay? So this will give us how much? 1400 by 33. And one more thing, we can definitely, use the options. Look at the options, guys. Options are 42, 54, 64, 70. So we have some distance, among the options, right? That means we can do some approximation work for sure, right? Okay, how do we do the approximation? Just, divide it up to one place or two places only, right? So 33 forza, we know that it's 33 forza is 132, all right? 33 forza is 132, carry is 8 and 80. Then 2 times 33 2 is 66, right? And then we have 14. So 42 point something, we do not need to calculate further. We got 42 point something. That means the right choice is option number D. That's it. Alright guys, the right choice is option number D. Simple. You don't need to calculate it further. Alright, now you guys tell me that whether is it understood or not. We have done this set complete, right? We have done this complete set. One set is done. Now you tell me that is it clear or not? Guys, or should I move next? Is it clear, or should I explain if there is any doubt? Just write me guys that. एक बार आप लोग लिख दीजिए चैट में कि ये क्लियर है या नहीं है, या मुझे कोई भी क्वेश्चन समझाने की ज़रूरत है फिर से तो वो भी आप मुझे बता दीजिए. Okay, hopefully कोई doubt नहीं है, right? That's why you guys are not writing anything. So let's move to the next set now, right? The next set is about the pie chart, okay? It's one more thing, अगर clear है, then also I want you to write, okay? If everything is clear, then also type it once that yes, this set is clear, okay? तब भी एक बार type कर दीजिए. Alright, so the next set is about the pie charts, right? The pie chart below give the percentage of the students who pass in different subjects from two schools, okay? The pie chart below give the percentage of the students who pass in different subjects, from two schools, all right? From two schools. All right, so we have two schools, school A and school B, all right? Total number of students in school A are 1200, in school B we'll say are 1500, right? Now look at the pie chart. The first pie chart, as the pie chart is about the distribution, it distributes the students who pass in different subjects, right? So in school A, how many students are getting pass in Hindi? We'll say 10%, right? We'll say 10%. How many students are getting pass in science? 20%, in social 24, English 16, and math 30. Simple. You can also, cross-check this whether the sum is being 100 or not. So 10 plus 20, 30, 30 and 30, 60, and this is 40, 100, right? This sum is 40, so 60 plus 40 is 100, which means the data is perfect, right? Okay, similarly in school B, 14 plus 26 is 40, 14 and 20, 60, this is also 40, 60 and 40 is 100. So yes, data is, perfectly matching. Now let's look at the questions, guys. This is not very difficult set, I would say, right? So question number 1 here is that what is the difference between the number of students passed in social from school B and student passed in Hindi in school B? Okay, both from school B, that's a good thing, right? Social from school B and also Hindi from school B, all right? Social school B and Hindi school B. This is what we have to find, the difference of them, right? Okay, so the good thing is that both the data are from the same school, right? When the data are from the same school, we can do what? We can just look at the percentage terms of them, right? See, school B, total students of 1500, we know that, right? In social, how many students are getting passed? 24%. In Hindi, 16%, right? So we'll say social students getting passed are equal to 24% of 1500. Why? Because in school B, total students are 1500, right? In Hindi, we'll say what? Total students getting passed are 16%. with respect to the total students, which we can say are 1500, right? So this is the only thing which we have to find it. Good thing is what? The base is same for both the years, right? The base is same. So a lot of people do what? A lot of people try to find those individual numbers, means they do the calculation, whole calculation. They find 24% of 1500, they find 16% of 1500, and then they subtract. But guys, in this problem, it's not required. You know why? Because the base is same, right? So we can just say that this difference has to be 24 minus 16 percentage of 1500, right? This is what we can do that. Simple. And 24 minus 16 is basically 8 percentage. Now 8 percentage of 1500 is how much? See, 1% of 1500 is obviously 15, simple. So 8 percentage must be 8 into 15, and then it has to be 120, simple. 120 means option C has to be the best option which we have. Alright guys, so this is how we can do that, simple. Easy question, I'm sure it must be clear to each one of you, right? Now let's try the next one, okay? Let's try the next question. Everyone, if there is any doubt, you can write in the chat. Otherwise, we move to the next problem, right? The next problem is that the number of students passed in English from school B is what percentage of the number of students passed in science in school A, alright. So question based on the percentage, they are saying number of students passed in English from school B, right, is what percentage of the number of students passed in science from school A, right? English from school B is what percentage of science from school A, right? This is the question is. English from school B, science from school A. Let's see that in the pie charts. English from school B are, we can say 14 percentage, right? This is English. 14 percentage of the total students, which are 1500, okay? So write it, 14 percentage of 1500, okay? 14 percentage of 1500. The second is we need to find the number of students passed in science from school A, alright? Science from school A. So where is science? This is science, 20 percentage, okay? School A students are 1200. So we'll say this should be 20 percentage of 1200, alright? 20 percentage of 1200. Let's write this here. 20 percentage of 1200. So guys, this is the question. We need to find that 14% of 1500 is what percentage of 20 percentage of 1200. Not that difficult actually, right? You can try that. Oh, very good, Shreya. Very good, Shreya. You got the answer. That's great. Okay, so how do we do that? Not very difficult. See guys, just try to cancel the common terms first, right? For example, in 1500 and 1200, 300 is common. So we'll write 5 here, 300 5s are, and 300 4s are, right? In 14 and 20, you will say 2 is common for now. So this will be 7 and this will be, 10. And the sign of percentage will cancel out, obviously, because percentage is nothing but dividing by 100. So both dividing by 100 must get cancelled. Now 5 2s is 10. This is also cancelled. So in numerator we are left only with 7, and in denominator we are left with 2 into 4, which means 8, right? So we are only left with 7 by 8 in the end. And that is very simple now, guys. 7 by 8, we can say what this is, 1 minus 1 by 8, alright? And 1 by 8 we all know is 12.5 percentage, and 1 we can say is 100 percentage, okay? 1 we can always say 100 percentage. 1 by 8 we can always say 12.5 percentage. So 100 minus 12.5 should give us 87.5 percentage. That means the answer has to be option number B over here, right? Simple. The right answer has to be option B. Very good, Shreya, very good. Alright, so this is how we are able to solve this, right? Hope this is clear. Okay, so that is question number 2 for us, right? Okay, I hope this is clear. Anyone, any doubt? Please write me in the chat. Now that's the question number 3, and why don't you guys try it, okay? You take 1 to 1.5 minutes, okay? And let me show you the pie charts, right? Take a screenshot of this, just take a screenshot, and then focus in solving question number 3. Take maximum 1.5 minutes. I'm sure a lot of you will, do this correct. Oh, very good, Shreya. This is right. Very good. What about the other people? Guys, I was expecting a lot of correct answers. All right, maybe I need to solve, right? Let's see what the question says. It says, what is the difference between the total number of students passed in Hindi and Science together from a school A and the total student passed in English and Social together from a school B? All right, so we need to find the difference from the student passed in Hindi and Science together, in a school A, right? Hindi and Science from a school A. All right. And the total number of students passed in English and Social from school B. All right. Okay. Now let's try to solve this. Hindi and Science from school A. Look at the pie chart. Hindi and Science from school A. So school A is here. Hindi is 10% and Science is 20%, right? Hindi is 10% and Science is 20%. And that sum should give us how much? Hindi plus Science is 30%, right? And the total students in school A are 1200, right? So 30% is of 1200, simple. This is like 10%, all right? This is like 20%, and the total students in school A are 1200, right? Similarly, let's check out for the second data, which is English and Social from school B, right? English and Social from school B. So English is 14%, Social is 24%, right? So 14% plus 24%, and total students in school B are 1500, right? 14 plus 24 of 1500. Let's try this. 14% plus 24% of 1500, right? Okay. Now let's try to calculate this quickly. So we'll say what? 10 plus 20 is 30% of 1200, right? And that difference we'll say is 38% of 1500, right? So we just have to find the difference of these two, right? Okay, 30% is 1200 is simple to calculate. 10% is 120, 30% is triple of 120, give us 360, right? What about this 38%? So we can say 38% as 40% minus 2%, right? We can say 40% is how much? 40% is 4 into 10%. 10% is 150, so 4 into 150 is 600, right? Minus 2% is 1% is 15, 2% is 30. That gives you 570, right? So this should be 570, simple. So guys, school B data is 570, school A data is 360. Now in the end, we have to find the difference of them, right? Difference of these two numbers. All right. So what should be the difference of these two? We'll say 570 minus 360 has to be 210. Simple, right, guys? Has to be 210. And yes, the answer is 210. We can say that. All right. Yes, Shreya, very good. All right, at least one student is answering. That's good. Oh, I'm sure other people would be trying as well, but maybe they are not able to solve because of the time constraint, right? Okay, moving to the next problem, question number 4. Okay, guys, again, why don't you try, right? Take again 1.5 minutes, 1 to 1.5 minutes, right, and try to solve it. This time I'm expecting a lot of answers from all the people who are watching: Shreya, Avad, Ayush, Aryan, Devang, Saujanya, Gautam. All right. I'm expecting all the answer from everyone. Karunas. Again, only one answer. Other people, are you trying it? Yes, Shreya, the answer is correct. Very good, Shreya. Other people, are you trying it or should I explain? Okay, so maybe I should explain, right? Okay, the question says that the number of students who pass in maths in a school A from school A is what percent of the students who pass in English and Hindi together from school B. All right. So the students who pass in maths, right, from school A is what percentage of who pass in English and Hindi together from school B. All right, from school B. Not very difficult. So first, maths from school A. What should be maths from school A? Look at this. Maths from school A, we can say is 30% of 1200, right? Because total students in school A are 1200. So we can say this should be 30% of 1200. All right. Second thing, we need to find the students who pass in English and Hindi from school B, right? English and Hindi from school B. Where is English? In school B, English is 14% and Hindi is 16%. All right. English and Hindi. English is 14, Hindi is 16. So 14 plus 16 percentage. See, we can add the percentages. Why? Because the base of both the percentages same, right? The base of both of them is the total students in school B, which we know is 1500, right? So we can directly add them. Okay. Now we can multiply by 100 if required. If not required, we will not multiply by 100. Okay. Fine, let's try to calculate. And now guys, this time, either you can find the percentages or you can avoid finding the percentages as well, because a lot of terms in the end might get cancelled, right? So let's first write without calculating. Numerator is 30% of 1200 and denominator is what? 14 plus 16 is also 30%. Okay, good for us. 30% of 1500. So 30% will get cancelled out, right? Percentage sign will get cancelled out. It will be only 1200 and 1500, right? 300 is common, it should be 4 by 5, only 4 by 5. And 4 by 5 in the end we can say is 80% because 1 by 5 is 20% and 4 by 5 is 80%. And then we can say the answer has to be option A, 80%. Simple. Right guys, see, if you cancel things, you do not calculate everything since the beginning, things become so easy, right? So calculate the things only when it is required, only when there is no other way possible. Only then you should calculate. Otherwise, always try to simplify the numbers. All right. This is something, if you do, trust me, you will save a lot of time in solving DI sets in the exam. All right. Okay. Last question of this set. It says, what if the ratio of boys to girls who pass in maths from school B is 2:3? Then how many girls pass in maths from school B? All right. Devang, one more question is there, right? Okay. So this time the ratio is also introduced. They are saying the ratio of boys to girls who pass in maths from school B is 2:3, right? Then how many girls pass in maths from school B? Okay. So the question is only about school B and also the students of maths, right? And then maths in school B, they are saying that boys and girls ratio is 2:3. In the end, we need to find the number of girls. All right. Not very difficult, right? Okay, so if we just find out the total number of, okay, either we can do it directly, the girls passed, number of girls passed in maths, right, from school B, all right, from school B. Okay, so what is the ratio, guys, of boys and girls? Is 2:3, right? So the fraction of the girls must be 3/5, I'm sure you understand. She should be 3 by 5 of the total student passed, right? Total student passed in maths from school B, right? In maths from school B, simple. Okay, now how do we find this thing? 3 by 5 of the total student passed in school B. It's very easy, guys, okay? Very easy. Just like the table, we were reading it, right? So table says what? School B and mathematics, right? So school B, maths percentage passing students are 26, total students are 1500. So we just need to calculate 26% of 1500, right? 26% of 1500 and also 3 by 5 of that. That's it, guys. This is over, right? That's the only calculation we need to do in the end, right? Okay, just a simple calculation, right? So at first you can either find 26% or you can divide by 5, that's also fine. If you divide this by 5, it will be 300. So we can say 3 into 26% of 300. That also we can do that, okay? See guys, 26% of 100 is 26. So 26% of 300, we'll say 26 into 3. And 26 into 3 is 84, right? 26 into 3, we'll say 78, sorry. 26 into 3, 60 plus 18 is 78. So 3 into 78 in the end, right? 3 into 78. Now it's very simple. You can say this is 80 minus 2. So 3 into 80 minus 3 into 2, okay? 3 into 80 is 240. 3 into 2 is 6. 240 minus 6 is 234. And this is how we'll say answer is option number D in the end. Alright. Yes, Shreya. Very good, Shreya. Yes. Thank you, Gautam. Thank you so much. Alright. I hope the things are clear, right? Alright guys, so this is how we can end the session as well, right? Okay, just a sec guys, just a second. Alright, yes. So yes guys, this is where we can end the session. We did two sets, once again. And I'm sure you got to learn something. Guys, if you get to learn something, you can write in the comment as well, okay? If you are learning with the help of these sessions, please write in the comment box as well, so that we get to know that, yes, what else we need to do. And also you can write what else do you expect from us, means what else topics you want us to cover, so that we can help you more. It's trust me, we only want to help you as much as we can do, right? Okay, till then, we'll be meeting tomorrow again for the next session. Till then, guys, keep practicing, right? And yes, write whatever you want, us to cover for you. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Yes, sure, Swajan. Yes.